Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Gary here from RVLiving.life. Today we're going to be hooking up a macerator to our RV. And what a macerator does is it hooks permanently onto your sewer lines coming out of your RV. You know, your black tank and your gray tank. It hooks permanently onto those and all your fluids come out, they go in through the macerator, they get ground up, and they go out a 2-inch line right out to the drain valve, out to the sewer. And the thing that's great about this is it's a permanent hookup. You know, normally when you go to an RV park, you got to pull out your 4-inch hose and you got to put some elbows on it and you got to connect it at one end, into your RV and then run it out through the hole in the bottom of the bay. And then, you got to run it over and put it into the drain valve at the park and you drain your tanks out and everything. And then when you're done, you got to pack it all up again and put it away. And you're always taking it out, putting it away, taking it out, putting it away. Every time you go to another park, every time you dump your tanks, you're always doing this. And it's a dirty job, and a lot of people don't really like that part about RVing, you know? It's probably the thing that people like the least. Like, RVing is great, and people really enjoy it. There's a lot of things to enjoy, but this is not something that people enjoy. So with the macerator, you have a permanent solution. It's nice and clean. You don't have to hook anything up. All you do is you take the hose out, put it in the drain, open the valves, click the switch, everything gets ground up right out the pipe and into the drain. So it's a nice, easy, clean solution. You know, you don't need gloves. You don't even have to wash your hands after it. Well, I do, of course, but you don't really need to because it's permanently hooked up, a nice, clean solution. So before we get into showing you how to do it, please do me a favor. Click that like button, click subscribe, maybe ring the bell. You know, help me out with that. Let's beat that evil YouTube algorithm, all right? Thanks a lot. So I undid the screws that hold the hose reel in place and I moved it over, and I'm going to put the macerator back there. Okay, so I've got the macerator out of the box, and the first step is to put this collar on, which is simple enough. It's just 4 little bolts, and you need a Phillips screwdriver and a crescent wrench. So now I'm going to temporarily attach it to the base so I can set it in the wet bay and pick a nice position for it. And then I'm going to mark the 4 holes. Okay, so I marked the location of the plate, pre-drilled 4 holes, and now I'm putting in the bolts. Okay, the macerator is installed back there now, and I put the hose reel back in place. So everything is according to plan. You can see the 3.5-inch line or 3-inch line coming from the valves going back into the macerator. I have a little block that I put under here to lift this up so it's a downhill run all the way to the macerator. I just took it out for cleaning. And then you can also see the 2-inch line coming underneath all this, and it goes right out through what's called a sewer sock. And this keeps critters from coming up through the hole. And then it runs all the way off to where it drains out. So I mounted a switch here, and you just turn that on, it runs the macerator. So you would just pull your valve, turn the switch on, and drain. You know, as you normally would, black tank first and then the gray. And up here, you know, with my PEX plumbing setup that I made, I can just turn the black water fill on, turn off the fresh water fill, and then it's filling the black tank up, and then I'll pull the black valve, drain it out while it's filling, and I'll finish draining it, shut the black water fill off, and then drain the gray tank. Keep everything nice and clean in the hose. But with this setup, you never have to hook up your hoses again. I normally just keep it inside the bay here. Normally just rest it on the bottom here. Well, just pull it all up through the hole and rest it in here. I put this white cover on to keep it closed. And this goes on the end of the thing, on the end of the hose. And this is the only thing you ever touch. And if you keep this clean with Lysol, you really don't even need gloves to work in here, because you never have to hook up these hoses. They're all permanently hooked up. So I'll show you what it looks like with the hose inside here. So this is how it looks with the hose retracted inside. And whenever I want to dump, I just take the cap off the end here and put it in the sewage drain and proceed as normal. Pull your valves, turn on the motor, and drain the tanks. And Another cool thing about this is it also has a small valve on the end there. If you want, you can unscrew that. You can hook a garden hose onto it, and then you could do a long range dump in case you needed to dump it into a toilet in a house or something like that. This would pump it all the way there. Now to use my macerator, I just take the black hose out, put it in the sewer hole, pull the black tank, turn on the macerator. It's working away. Nice job to do barehanded. You keep your hands nice and clean. Still going. Black tank is 39% full. Give it a bit of a rinse. That's my black tank rinse up here. That's my fresh water fill. This is on, that's off. Okay, and it seems to be coming out pretty clear there. I'll let the black tank fill up a bit. Let's just check how we're doing. 7. Okay, now I'm finished draining the black tank. I'll shut off the water going in. Close the valve. Pull the gray. Now the gray's going out the hose. So I use weighted bags to hold the hose down at the end. You don't want it coming out of the sewer drain. And a little ways to go. But anyway, that's how you dump it. It's very simple with a macerator. I'll continue this in a moment. After it's finished draining, I just pull the black hose back in, put the cap on the end. Have air going through the line now. Let's go for the black. Or I mean the gray. Shut the pump off. This is the weighted bag I have over the end of the hose. So all I do now is take that off. Put the cap on the end. You can see it was clean because I did a gray water flush. Spray everything with Lysol. Put that back on till next time. Back in. Of course, this would all go in much easier if I had both hands, but it's just a matter of putting all the hose back inside into the nice heated bay. Picked up a few bits of grass there, but putting it all back inside for a heated bay. So that's it. It wasn't too bad. It was relatively easy to do. It's a weekend project and I'm sure you'll enjoy it, but the rewards are great. No more 4-inch stinky hose. It's gone. Everything's nice and clean now, nice and easy to use. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please do me a favor, click like, subscribe, maybe ring that bell, help us out with that. We'd like to be out there. All right, thanks. Take care. Enjoy RVing. Thanks for watching. Bye now.